Well, it's a great gathering of friends and people who might want to be friends. It's a great group of people. And what we do is we buy, sell, and restore two sort of categories of electronic equipment. One would be old radios, but anymore, a lot of what we do here is stereo systems, high-end stereo systems that use the older vacuum tube technology for improved quality of sound. What I'd like to do is share with you just a little bit my particular aspect of the hobby, and in so doing, help you understand that there are 100 different hobbies all here in the same room. Some people will collect audio speakers, some high-end amplifiers, and different things. One of the things that interests me are vacuum tubes that were sold originally in the 1930s. Inside the box is a glass tube that has the ability to amplify sound or radio signals or whatever. They were all really about the same. So what the manufacturers had to do in order to sell their tubes and get the best price for them was to create value in the mind of the consumer. So they put them in fancy boxes. So here, for an example, is a tube from the 1920s. It's a cutaway box made by the Champion Corporation, and it's really meant to be put on a shelf, and it allows you to display the tube for sale to the customer. And by looking at the box and reading what's on the box, they could see added value to it. This particular tube right here, I recently got from a guy in Bulgaria. He had advertised it online. It's an unusual tube brand. It was actually made in Sweden. Here's another one with yet another design. Remember, the tubes inside are all about the same. They're creating value in the mind of the consumer by the advertising that's on the outside of the box. So when you get to my house, in the basement, there are shelves and shelves of these very unique boxes, each with its own artwork and each with its own story. It's a world of fun. One of the nice things about these meets is that it's 100 different hobbies all in the same room. So for instance, if you're interested in Art Deco or artistic design, what you find out is that in the 1930s, people would turn on the radio and they're looking at this radio box. There's no TV going on, and so they made a lot of effort to design artistically and use professional designers to stylize the listening device, so you could enjoy looking at something that wasn't moving. So there's an art aspect to the hobby. There is also a design aspect where people are really interested in how in 1925 did they really make this stuff work. So there's just a broad array of hobbies here. Some people like to collect radio tubes from the 1950s. Well, we have those. Some people like old radios. Some people are buying new stereo equipment that is made with the old technology. So you have an art design element here. You also have early television, early radio, early computers, early video games. All these things that were the start of their individual technologies are here in this room. One of the really nice things about this organization and this Vintage Electronics Expo is that you can get the pieces and parts that you might need to fix the piece that you originally have, maybe from your childhood, maybe you remember that radio associated with Grandpa. Whatever it happens to be, these radio tubes haven't really been made in quantities since the 1960s. And really the ones most in demand are from the 1940s. But you can walk up to my booth as an example and you can buy them brand new. They've been in people's attics, they've been in basements, they've been in barns. Lord knows all the places that I've found radio tubes, and we've got them. And you can simply walk up to me, tell me you need a 35 W4, I reach in a box and pull out the tube, and there it is. Cost you $5, cost you 10, whatever it happens to be depending on its rarity. But you can get tapes for your VCR. You can get laser discs for your laser disc player if you want it. All of the pieces you might want to make what you already have that has a meaning to you are possible to find at this show. We just love this hobby, and we love the organization, and we have so much fun at these meets. If you'd care to join us or be a part of this or learn more about it, there is a website, the VEE. So it's THEVEE.com, or rather .org, and that'll take you to our website. We're also easy to find online, the Michigan Antique Radio Club, the Vintage Electronics Expo. That'll all take you to our website, and that'll tell you when the next gathering is. We usually try to get together 3 or 4 times in a year. It's been a little sketchier than that with COVID, but now we're back, and the room is full and we're having a lot of fun. And quite honestly, we'd love to have you join us.